Hi, my name is Gavin Nelson. I'm the Special Programs and Teacher Training Coordinator for Spring International at the University of Arkansas. We are a language institution. We teach students from all over the world English, but we also host teacher trainer programs and other special programs with international teachers. This particular group I'm excited to welcome is with a Fulbright group. It's the Egyptian Junior Faculty Development Program. They are English teachers at university level, and they are here for a program that is for English, teaching English and improving their English teaching skills, but also leadership skills as well. So they're taking classes in language, but also taking classes and sessions from university professors in leadership and administration. I'd like to introduce them. First we have Amira El Said, yes.
Thank you.
And Nermeen Ibrahim, yes, and Abdul Rahman Metwali. Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome.
So you're here on a grant from Fulbright.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. How did that come about? How did you learn about it, and what was the process of accepting?
Actually, it's my PhD supervisor. She sent me an email, said that the Fulbright provides some grants for junior faculty members. At the time, I was about to finish my PhD, so I'm still junior faculty member. I'm not a doctor yet. So you have the opportunity to apply, and I did it, and I'm here.
Great.
Yeah, that's it.
Amira, what about you?
I know that, and I knew about this program from an email from Fulbright Commission in Egypt, but not this year, actually last year. And I haven't finished my MA back then. I tried to apply, but they told me, no, we can't accept you until you have your MA. And when I had my MA, at the end of last year, I just went and applied, then everything went well.
Great.
Yeah.
Abdul Rahman?
Well, I knew from a newsletter that was spread all around different universities in Egypt, but with Cairo University, they made a lot of advertisement about the program, and I made sure to apply once I knew about it.
Great. Perfect. So welcome to Fayetteville.
Thank
you.
you.
You've been here for 6 weeks now?
7
7
weeks.
7 weeks.
7 weeks.
Tell me about it. What's this experience been like for you?
Well, this is my first time away from home, but actually I don't feel like away from home. This is very homey and cozy. People are very welcoming in the streets. I was surprised at the beginning when I went out of the Staybridge Suites to take the bus, and I found someone in the street saying, "Hi, how are you?" I was like, "Okay, you made my day." Right? Yeah.
Nice.
Everything is welcoming, and yeah, I love people, and I love the city, the greenery, the nature, everything. Yeah.
Great.
Okay, so almost the same experience as Amira, but I'm just going to add something that's at the very beginning. I feel that homesickness, yes, and began to cry whenever I go anywhere. But no, that's this intimacy and these warm feelings from the people that make things a little bit easy for me. So I get accustomed to the place right here, and I love the people, the way they are acting, the way they are smiling. Every morning in the reception for our hotel where we stay, we have this young lady, this wonderful, "Hi, good morning," every day.
Good day.
Yes,
Yeah,
have a good day. So
fantastic.
that makes our day.
That's a nice
every day.
welcome.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
Well, luckily for me, I'm not that homesick at all. I'm just I'm just on a vacation outside of class, and I'm really enjoying the food and the outdoors activities. So
What are some of the experiences that you've had?
well, I've had some of the best burger I've ever had in my life here. So
Well, I mean, this could be an advertisement. Where is the best burger in Fayetteville?
Hugo's.
Hugo's. Okay.
Hands down. And also some of the best pizza. That's Damn Good Pie. That's a good pizza place. And then the outdoors experiences are just out there. Like at Drake Field, there's a military museum that's just amazing, and they have skydiving right next to it. So, I mean, it was like a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
Did you go skydiving?
I did.
Yes.
Wow, that's great.
It was
Very
really
brave.
fun.
Oh, good. All right. What have been some of your favorite experiences that you've had?
We went to, well, actually, I was hosted by a family, by an American family, and we went to Springdale, Rogers, and we had a wonderful day. One of the things that I was surprised about is a hunting store for instruments for hunting, and they were like
Cabela's?
hunting store.
Is that what
Is
it's
it
called?
Cabela's? I think
yeah.
so.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, and there were like lots of stuffed animals, like real animals. That was very surprising for me, and I kept taking pictures with every single one of them as if they were like living. That was very.
It was like a zoo.
Yeah, but with animals, actually, there are animals that I haven't seen in my entire life, like
Okay.
polar bear. I haven't seen this in my entire life.
Okay.
So it was really interesting experience with that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, what's
The outdoors activities, we are not accustomed to have such outdoor activities in Egypt, but here we have plenty. I enjoy the hiking, the canoeing, and kayaking. So
where did you go hiking?
Yes, let's remember.
Lost Valley.
Lost Valley.
Was
yes,
it Lost Valley?
Lost Valley.
And,
Yes.
and Whitaker's Point?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you guys go to the Hawksbill Crag?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
Point?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was really good.
Okay, great. So what's something that you're hoping to take back with you, either from your training or from Fayetteville? Like, what are you hoping to? How will this change your life? This experience?
Well, we got to know a lot more about fundraising, and the information that we were presented here is just very, very precious, and it can be applied to any society. It just needs some effort and skill. And we've got some really like intensive sessions about fundraising, and this is something that I'm intending to try and venture into once I get back in Egypt, because I think this could be very, very fruitful if just some time and some effort is put into it.
Nice.
Okay.
Great.
The same as Abdurrahman. Plus one thing is that these sessions about quality assurance and accreditation, because in Egypt we are going to take our first steps toward accreditation and making quality assurance in
Like
our
your
universities.
department's becoming accredited and your
Yes, that's it.
universities.
So
Okay.
I think the knowledge or experience we have here in the States can be transferred to Egypt just to make it process a little bit faster
Great.
than this.
Okay. Mary, what do you think?
Added to what my friends have just said, I have the same things, and my PhD project has the idea has developed a lot when I came here. I find things that I needed in qualitative research and quantitative research sessions that really fit into my PhD project that I came with from Egypt. And my mentor was like very, very helpful with materials, with like giving opinion, with her time, everything. So I find my PhD project now like it's ready for like being completed and coming to reality. Yeah.
Great. Well, thank you.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. Thank you so much.
Thank
Really
you.
appreciate it. I'd like to introduce them. First is Sema Hussein, yes, and Summer Magdi, and Wissam El Said.
Yeah. Hi.
I'm so happy that you're here.
I'm here.
I'd like to ask you a couple of questions. First, can you tell me a little bit about this particular grant that you received? First, how did you hear about the grant? And second, what was the process of applying for it? How did you find out that you received the grant? Maybe you can all kind of start.
Well, I think for me, Fulbright, I'm from a university in southern Egypt, so we are far from the capital where Fulbright headquarters is. So they do a lot of sessions all around the universities in the governorate. So that's how I heard of the grant. I didn't have my MA when I knew about it, but once I got it, I applied immediately.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard about it from the website because I've been searching or looking for a grant, and then I applied for it last year, but I didn't get the acceptance. But this year I applied and I got it.
good.
Yeah,
You did it
I
again.
got it. Yeah.
So can you tell us a little bit about the process of getting?
Okay, the
Acceptance.
process of selection is a little bit taking a little bit much time because we are passing something like filling the applications, meeting the requirements, making an interview, then shortlisting. After that, we're going to make another interview, and then we will be selected, and we'll see if we'll be applicable to go at the selected time or the period of the program or not. So it's a little bit long, but it's worth it.
Yeah, it's worth it.
So there are different programs. Yours happens to be a TEFL program. Can one of you explain your cohort, your group, and what is your focus here? What are you studying for this 10 weeks?
Well, basically, we're studying methods of teaching English. We are all teachers of English at university level in our universities. And we get the chance also to work on a separate project to develop ourselves academically, because we all have MA degrees and are working on our PhDs. So yeah, we have both developing ourselves as teachers and as academics here.
So you're all university
Yeah.
faculty.
Yeah.
That's great. So tell me about your experience so far. Tell me about Fayetteville. How do you feel
We
about
love
Fayetteville?
Fayetteville. It's very small and
yeah.
cozy, and
Yeah.
I love it.
The greenery area that we
Yeah,
have
it's
here,
all
it's
green.
really relaxing, and
And the
it's a
people
quiet
of
place.
Fayetteville
Yeah,
are very friendly
nice
and
and
are mostly welcome
Yeah.
us all the time.
Yeah.
They are smiling to us all the time.
they
So
were smile
Yeah.
everywhere.
People
This
smile
makes
and
us at
like tell
home.
you hi, how are you?
Yeah.
You don't even know them, but they like can make a whole conversation.
So this is
Yeah.
different from
Yeah,
Egypt, you
yeah,
feel?
different from
Yeah.
Egypt.
Is it a
yes.
big city thing, or is it a smaller town? I know in Cairo, in New York and places like this, maybe people aren't quite
Ready?
so
Maybe,
outreaching and
yeah.
friendly. But you're from a small town.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, so that's why I love
Okay.
Fayetteville. It reminds me of my city, but no, people are not as nice as here. So, yeah.
So what are you hoping, Summer? What are you hoping to take back with you?
I would like to take all the experience of how to teach for teachers or teacher trainings, because I'm planning to offer a series of workshops for teachers in order to develop their teaching skills, especially in my university, because it's in Upper Egypt, and we don't have the the facilities for teacher trainings or things like this. So I would like to take maybe almost all the things that I've learned here to apply it there for the
Nice.
teachers.
Okay. What about you, Summer?
I guess the leadership sessions are very important. We have learned a lot about leadership and how we can lead our universities to be or to gain the high ranks all over the world. So we have learned a lot about the American system of education
Political
and the
system and
leadership.
everything.
So can you tell me
political
one
thing.
session, just for example, that's really stood out to you as something that you'll take with you?
One session about the leadership, that a session with Dr. Rowe. I didn't remember the last name, but she
Rowe DeBrezzo.
DeBrezzo, yeah.
Dr. DeBrezzo, yeah.
She is wonderful. She was talking with us about how we can deal with our students and how we can provide them an ideal example for university teacher or university instructor, and what are the main points that we can have in development program, like what Summer said about developing the teacher and the instructor and even the administrative issues.
Right. So, are there any particular experiences, funny, interesting, cross-cultural moments that you've experienced since you've arrived, Wissam?
Well, yeah, I have one in mind. We were at Gully Park, and we were just sitting there, and we got approached by one man. He was the nicest. He kept, out of nowhere, he kept apologizing. He said, we're very sorry for the orange man in the White House. We're sorry that for everything he made people hate each other, but thank you, just thank you for being here. And he kept shaking our hands. So he made our day.
That's great.
actually.
He was just glad to invite
Yeah.
international. I think,
Yeah, very
people
much.
in Fayetteville we're proud of the internationals and the international community that we have.
The
And so,
diversity of different
Yeah.
students from
Yeah.
different places. Yeah.
okay, great. Summer, is there anything that you'd like to add?
I like many things actually. We went in many different places. I love the way the time that we went to Little Rock, and we went to the school there. It was amazing.
Little Rock Central.
Yeah, it was amazing. We had that tour with with the tour guide there, he told us about many things about the African American history, and it was really amazing. I like it so much.
Nice.
Yeah.
Great. Someone? Anything?
The wonderful experience that I have here about the canoeing and kayaking,
Yeah.
it is not available for in
Yeah,
my
we don't
in
have
my
it in
city, but
Egypt.
it's
Yeah, we don't
very-
have that in Egypt.
Yeah.
Right.
but we like it a lot.
Yeah.
Good. All right. Well, this has been a wonderful interview, and
Thank you.
Yeah, we'll miss you very much when you leave.
We miss you too.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.